Yes, I guess Valentine Lowe and the staff knew that the palace would bury and protect Meghan Markle's bullying and abuse, and therefore Valentine Lowe is the go-to guy to expose the bullying, the abuse at the hands of Meghan Markle. And before you come and say, well, Meghan Markle didn't understand she wasn't going to get paid for being a royal. She knew, and she was being paid. She was being paid. They were getting £3 million, almost $4 or $5 million a year from Prince Charles, from the Duchy of Cornwall. On top of that, she was getting all of her clothes, expensive clothing, which was the most expensive in the entire, if you put all the royal households combined, they were nothing. They didn't even reach the level of money that Meghan was given for clothing. Meghan was given about £1 million. The entire house, all of the royal households combined, did not even reach £500,000. So Meghan's whims were all paid for. She didn't have to worry about anything. And on top of that, Harry got about £3 million a year from his father for basically being a prince. Okay? All the tours were paid for. That was their job, the tours, and they were paid for. Now, but before you say it, and again, oh, she didn't know. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. It's like when you go to a restaurant, you have to pay for the meal. But I always said this, if you're a new subscriber, I've always said this, it's like Meghan Markle did to the royal families the following. It's like if you have absolutely no money, if you're homeless, and you go to a Michelin star restaurant to eat, knowing full well you have no money. And when the time comes for you to pay the bill, you make up stories as to why not. Oh no, the waiter was mean to me. There were hairs in the soup. You're being racist. Whatever you want to do, because you knew full well before going in that you had no money. So you have to find a way to get out without being punished. That's exactly what Meghan Markle did. Meghan Markle, for good measure, the Queen sent her not one advisor, but 2 advisors to teach her. And she even had a one-on-one session with Meghan Markle to teach her the royal robes. So she knew what was expected of her. And most importantly, she was given a way out. She was told, you do not have to be part of this. You cannot accept gifts. And for all of you who want to brand the royalty mean for not accepting gifts, let me tell you something, because I used to work in the diplomatic circles. You're not allowed to take gifts when you're representing the government. The United States, the President of the United States of America, cannot take any gifts above $100, and he has to declare them all. Okay? So this is not only for royalty, and it's done so you are not bribed. This is something that Joe Biden didn't. I'm sorry, I just had to put that thing up. So this is not only the royalty that they were not being cruel to Meghan. It's because understand that even though it's royalty, they're prince and princess, the current monarchy nowadays is not an absolute monarchy. And they are part of the government branch, a very prestigious and the ultimate government branch. But they are a government branch, in a nutshell. So they can, especially the most visible part of the government. Don't forget, the monarch is the head of state. So they can't be perceived doing anything like that. They can't get freebies because that it's just not done. It's part of government protocol pretty much worldwide. So for you to come and say, oh, Meghan didn't know, yes, she did. I mean, is this, at the same time, people say, her defenders say Meghan didn't know, but then the other side of the coin is, oh, she's so smart, she went to Northwestern, and according to her fake CD and what's falsely put out there, she studied international relations. In international relations, she would have been taught all of that. You do study that. Also, I understand, that she doesn't understand because she failed the exam to become a U.S. government employee. She failed it. Okay? And she didn't live in Argentina. She spent 8 weeks there. When you say I lived, because she goes and gives a lot of interviews saying, oh, I lived in Argentina, and this is why I'm fluent in Spanish. She's not fluent in Spanish. She's not fluent in French, like she lied to Harry. Because I remember Harry went in an interview to an engagement, and he said, oh, speak French to her because she speaks French, and you can see her face. It's like, oh my God, the gig is up. So now the people, the abused people, the victims of Meghan Markle, because they were fully aware that they were not going to get any justice from the palace, they are getting justice through Valentine's Law book. I am buying that book and I am advertising the hell out of it. So, because you know, when you're a victim and you feel that you can't speak up because the person is in a position of power, can you believe it? Oh, I'm getting paid. Can't believe I'm not getting paid for this. That wasn't, oh, I can't believe I'm getting paid for it. It's like, I can't believe I'm not getting paid for that, because she wanted more money. She wanted advertising. So it's not that she wanted to revolutionize the monarchy or modernize the monarchy. She wanted to monetize it to her advantage, which is different, because people, the queen was the biggest servant, public servant of them all. You know, and all the people were there. Look how beautiful the Duchess of Princess and Princess of Wales went to thank the people who helped during the funeral. Meghan doesn't understand of thanking because she's never had to. Phoning employees or her staff at all hours just to berate them. I am surprised that there were no police charges brought against her, because that is abuse, and abuse is punished in the United Kingdom. I don't know about the States, but I can tell you in the United Kingdom is, and in Canada. And in Canada, okay? So she's using the blanket of the monarchy. She's hiding under the blanket of the monarchy, and the monarchy is covering her, which is not right. So I guess the recollections of the staff have not varied. The recollections of the staff are consistent. And finally, their recollections and their words and their experiences under Meghan Markle are being exposed. I'm saying that it's about time. It's about damn time. In a minute, like that Lizzo girl. So, yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that this will be the undoing of Meghan Markle? What do you think the strategy is going to be? Because Valentine Lowe, let me tell you, is an incredibly respected reporter. Meghan Markle kept mum on the interview he did where he exposed her. Jason Knopf might be appearing at Samantha Markle's lawsuit, which is not going to be pretty for Meghan Markle, you know. So what do you think? Do you think that the house of Meghan Markle is starting to fall apart? Now, one thing that people, you see, it's incredible how in those things that I left, you can post the articles. Harry and Meghan, Harry said to when he was told that he had to do the Tom Bradby interview, or he agreed to do that him and Meghan could not be together because he didn't want to break the deal he had with Oprah, because they had signed a deal with Oprah. Now, do you think that Harry and Meghan are going to sign an exclusive deal with Oprah for no money? Yeah, and I'm 21. No, of course they signed an exclusive deal for money, which is what I've been saying. Please go back to my earlier videos that I said that Meghan did not want privacy. She needed secrecy because she had signed a deal with Oprah for exclusive information. Okay? So, do you think that Harry is a good guy still? Or do you think that Buckingham Palace did a good PR? I'm going to do a video on the divorce because apparently Meghan is moving in for the divorce. I guess Harry's utility has run out. And if he was freaking out because she was going to dump him when they were going out, he's going to freak out even more so now that she's going to divorce his ass. And he better be prepared, because what's coming to him, what she did to her father, his family, the United Kingdom, and all of the friends that she has ghosted or being nasty to, it's nothing compared to what she's going to do to him. And I'm doing that video because she is moving in for the divorce. Let me know what you think. Isn't CD amazing? And by the way, guys, if you have, I had COVID and I've been left with a cough that's very persistent. I've taken all kinds of things for it, natural and man-made. If you have any tips for me, please leave it in the comments, because I can't, it's like a dry cough, I get it, and it's not very good. So please leave me your comments and leave me any tips you may have about the cough. Thank you.